Welcome to the World United. Welcome to the World United.
We talked about this in the session prior. However, I really enjoyed the presentation and hearing it again. And I love and join you in hoping that we can all have freedom and well-being and connection and wealth and joy and bliss and all of those beautiful things that we deserve.
Yep.
100%. Cynthia, was there anything that you would like to add to Malcolm's presentation, specifically in terms of the, I guess, the holistic connection of all of this to our spirituality and our well-being? You're on mute while you're thinking.
It's a big question, yet on the other hand, again, everything for me comes back to that core point within ourselves and accessing that and how we do that. So being in what I call the neutral mind or the neutral space, which Malcolm may have another way of expressing that. So, you know, I feel like we say very similar things, just from a slightly different perspective. So I'm really just going to say that, you know, I agree with Malcolm's perspective, and I'm just using different language, I suppose. So
once upon a time, I was a shiatsu therapist, and I also used to do energy healing. And I thought at that time it was a useful tool to use for healing. And I did this profession for years, and I used to notice that people would kind of wake up as I touched on their energy centers. Like sometimes I'd just put my hands on their heart, for example, or move my hand above within their aura. And I always thought that I would bring that through to working as a psychologist. And so I did my training. I've done many years in university. When I came to being a professional psychologist, I realized I couldn't do that anymore. So I managed to swing my way back into doing that, but by bringing people's awareness through their own attention, through the practice of meditation. So in that respect, we're talking along in the same way. I mean, I do believe that when I was seeing people massaging them and I'd move my hands above their body and just move it through their aura, so to speak, I know it's addressing something that we can't tangibly measure necessarily, unless we use your technology. It's something you can measure, but people can experience it. They tend to direct their awareness to whatever that energy system is saying, or whatever the disruption is saying, and in that way they tend to wake up to it. It's like a balancing of it. Like with attention and with awareness, it can be balanced. So I think we're saying many of the same things, actually, and just coming from a different angle.
Which is perfect, because everybody hears from different angles and different perspectives, and it's lovely to offer the options. We are saying exactly the same thing. And I love that we are moving into the era where science and spirituality and our health and our well-being are all going to be equally acknowledged, which is beautiful.
Okay.
Well, thank you so very much for your wisdom and your time and your love and your hearts. May I just have you join me in a closing prayer for this session?